Welcome, viewers of Thrash and Code. I'm Adrian, your host here, and today I'm going to take a listen to and react to Jinjer's new song, Green Serpent. If you don't know who Jinjer is, seriously, backtrack, check them out, get their history, learn about them. They're a phenomenal band that has come out of Ukraine. Been together well before the war over there, but definitely still flying strong, kicking ass, taking names, all that good jazz. I would be shocked if you haven't actually heard of them at this point and you're into metal in any way. But on that note, Jinjer's from there. They're dropping a new album soon. I think it comes out, it's called Duel, and it comes out, I think like early 2025. I think it's around the February 7th release date. It seems there's release cycles that they have. February 7th has some gems coming out. I just posted that on my viciousshred.com blog, where I always post about these videos, these reaction videos, and other music things that come up along with my own lyrics. And when I do, or if I ever do, post any of my own music that I play with these things, I'll post it there. But anyway, this new song is called Green Serpent. It's only been out for a few days, and we're going to give it a listen. I haven't seen a blip of it. So it's going to be a, from scratch reaction, as I generally always do, except for a few exceptions. Here we go. Is that Teddy? Of course.
Turn into a raging storm. This peaceful night.
Green Serpent by Jinjer. Hot damn. That was amazing. So right off the bat, let's hear what do we got here. We got Daddy's great taste in wild, esoteric style and design and fusion and stuff. You got the musical craftsmanship of the rest of the crew laying down guitar parts and bass parts that just don't fit molds. And I mean that in like the best way. It's beautiful, beautiful. A breakdown that was even kind of an out of norm breakdown. That's something that I kind of almost expect from Jinjer. You know, that's kind of how they deliver. They're always a little bit out of norm, but in seriously the best inventive, like creative ways. I just love that about them. And of course, you know, heavy as fuck. And then you flip it around and you got her nice, clean, absolutely stunningly beautiful vocals. And you roll that together and they're amazing. They're an amazing band. I love how the beginning started with primarily guitar, a little bit of her vocals, and the bass like dropped it, fit beautifully. Also the lyrics and the lyrical twists. The parts that I did catch, there's always parts that I didn't catch because first listen, you always miss parts of things. But the grape analogy kept making me think like grapes of wrath, etc. But the grape analogy and the other correlations that she drew and the way the words intertwine into the ideas, chef's kiss, absolutely. Just she does a wicked good job with those things. And even more admiration because let's hit on a little geopolitical detail here. One that I know makes Putin really pissed off, but you know, English is basically the language of business. It's also the language of music around the world. Once you like leave the generally smaller communities of whatever your native language might be, etc. In their case, their native language would probably be, or first language, I would say, is probably Russian or Ukrainian. And then English would be ESL. English is a second language, right? So that's not her or their primary language to technically be writing lyrics in. And when someone has to go to a second language, that might not be the first thing they learned. And definitely, you know, like wasn't the first thing that they were speaking when they grew into society. That's a challenge. That's a real challenge. And it stays a challenge throughout life. And the way that she writes lyrics and the team brings those things together to impart the feeling and the idea and the analogy of things that she's singing about is exceptional. Like I would honestly not expect that from too many bands that write lyrics with ESL as their second thing, as second language. I would expect something of this level of what they've accomplished. And this is kind of me being stupid. You know, this is a kind of thing that you need to work against in your head because someone can obviously pick up English and be able to write amazing things, but there's just more challenge to it because it's not their first language. It's not their native language that they, you know, grew up speaking or whatever. So it's just, there's more challenges in the way of making sure that you take the pieces and you really bring them together in the way that the language is used. So amazing how she can do that. And the band puts the music to that in such a wonderfully prescient, concise, accurate, effective way to really draw out the emotions. Just absolutely spectacular. So yeah, there's a bunch of those pieces. Also, I got to comment, her stylings, I don't, whether you like them or not, that's your opinion to have. I love her stylings. I think they're badass. And it's interesting, like she doesn't pigeonhole herself into like one style. She's just not like, you know, doing t-shirts and jeans or wearing some skimpy whatever or wearing, you know, she's not into one thing. She goes over this diverse range, and this video showed a lot of that, because at one point she's got the braided hair with the, I don't even know what you call that when you like do it around the front like that, but there's the braided pigtails with the center loop that she's got, and she's got the big what do you call the ear loops when you go bigger than mere earrings, let's put it that way. But she's got that style piece going on. She went through several outfits which were interesting because it beautifully contrasted the shift in the song. Watch it again. I'm amazed, honestly, that I caught it this time. Usually this is something I'd have to catch like the fifth watch of a video. But her outfits were different per different phases of the song that kind of fit to particular contexts, which is really cool. And again, her taste in stylistic choices is just fucking awesome. Like the green, almost business suit-like outfit. And then the one where she wore the upper shirt or almost like jacket top with a zipper that just goes below breast, which is freaking awesome shirt, really, because then you get the whole midriff and she's got that awesome freaking tattoo. So she is really intelligent about how she puts those pieces together to like build herself as art. And I just think that's super badass because we are all palettes. Any tattoo artist probably is like, oh yeah, no shit, Adrian, duh. But like for many of us, we don't have tattoos or whatever, so we might not think of ourselves from that perspective, but we are palettes, even in the clothes that we wear. But then you add in the other elements, earrings, piercings, cybernetic things. Yes, some people have those these days. Tattoos, of course, but all those elements are put together because we do see each other as art in many ways. So if you take advantage of that and you use yourself as a palette, you can really do some amazing things. And she does that exceptionally well. Anyway, on that note, love the guitar, love the bass lines. I'm definitely going to go back and listen to that like 10 times because the guitar work, like some of the shifts in chordal structures and then dropping into like the breakdown and stuff were really cool. And they kind of fit the Jinjer style, but they were innovative. Like they didn't fit in the sense that they didn't follow their exact same style that they have traditionally. So it was cool to see and hear some new things from them. Anyway, I always get super excited about Jinjer. They also hold the unique characteristic of they were the last band I saw before the lockdowns of the pandemic, and literally the first band I saw coming out of the pandemic. And the poor drummer got sick, and he didn't get to do the show, so they played to his tracking thing. Now I'm spacing on his name, but anyway, yeah. So he was bummed out, but he didn't get to do like the first show here in Seattle, or really like the second show or something like that. But I just thought it was badass. They were like the first band as we went into lockdowns, and they were the first band I saw coming out of lockdown. So look forward to seeing them again. The other awesome thing is I've gotten to see them at El Corazon here in Seattle, which is not a giant venue, and they're pretty big now. So I don't know if they're going to get to play El Corazon anymore. They're probably going to play like Showbox, Soto Showbox, which is like 1,500 people space or something like that. And that's still a fairly cool space, but I'm always kind of bummed out. I'm happy for the band when they get really, really big, but I'm always bummed out because I just don't do stadiums, and I don't do like the really, really, really giant, anything over like 1,000 people. I basically just don't go see them anymore. Like they got an audience. They don't need me to come see them. I'll just listen to their albums and stuff at that point. But it's always a bummer for me because I like to go to the small venues. I like to really be right there with the band, etc. But enough about all that. I thought that was a kick-ass song. I hope you liked it too. I will catch you on one of the next reaction videos, which will be coming right up real soon because I am back in the groove finally. Anyway, cheerio, y'all, and keep thrashing.